Greetings, friends! Progressives and other Democrats have officially set a new date to vote on President Biden's infrastructure bill. Many economists are now urging Congress to include a fourth round of stimulus payments into the bill before it is passed. Friends, House liberals are playing the long game. The progressives who bucked their president to block an infrastructure vote this week also lowered their bar for moving an even larger social benefits package at the heart of Joe Biden's domestic policy agenda. It is a two-step dance that's rankled party leaders in the near term, but has paved the way for quicker action on both proposals, and perhaps as early as next week. The timeline will depend on the resolution of a series of outstanding issues still under negotiation within the family benefits package, as well as the drafting of the legislative language reflecting those lingering decisions. But with much of the text already released, and with the Progressive Caucus already endorsing that legislative framework, the liberals say both bills could be on the floor in a matter of days. Democratic Representative Don Beyer told The Hill that he expects the House to vote on one package, likely the infrastructure bill, sometime on Tuesday, then take up the $1.75 trillion social spending and climate spending package later in the week. On Tuesday, then take up the $1.75 trillion social and climate spending package later in the week. President Biden had visited the Capitol to rally House Democrats behind both parts of his two-pronged economic agenda.
Pursuits, but it's time that we all pull together and row together. If you're
Hold on, we're going to go. As that bill is written right now on the billionaire's tax, do you like the way that it's written?
There's a lot going on with that, and it's very convoluted. I believe there's going to be, everyone's going to pay. I believe that we will end up where everyone must participate.
And then in terms of the White House meeting?
All these taxes, places like the billionaire's tax, are coming in very, very last minute. It seems to be a rush. How confident are you?
No. I think
how confident are you that you can pay for the whole package?
We're not doing everything today. We're not going to have a complete. The Senate's going to take time. You think it's going to happen today in the Senate? We're basically trying to agree to a framework, and the president's been very clear. He'll go over to the House, and he'll basically explain to the House that I have a framework, but there's still an awful lot of work to be done, and we're going to have something happening. You have to trust the president's given everything he has to make this happen. He's trying to meet everybody halfway, and I appreciate that because I've been through negotiations, and I can tell he has given everything he has to this. People have to respect that. The only thing we're asking for is vote on a piece of legislation that's already been bipartisan. I'll guarantee you, I'm dealing in good faith. I'm meeting with people I've never had, and I really enjoy it. I've never had the opportunity to know them before. We can sit down and work something out. Give us a chance.
So you got a meeting this morning.
I'm going to go there. I'm sorry.
But he got two.
Senator Sanders.
Yeah. So are you meeting this morning?
Senator Sanders has said that Medicare expansion is not going to come out of this bill. Do you still disagree with that?
Okay.
Let me just say about the expansions, and we're negotiating and talking about that. I am truly, absolutely concerned about the deficit of our country at almost $29 trillion. I'm concerned about the insolvency of the trust funds. In good conscience, I have a hard time increasing basically benefits, which all of us can agree that, I'd love to have this, love to have that, when you can't even take care of what you have. So that's the difference, and that's the discussions we're having. Those are honest, open discussions. And
touting a newly released framework governing the $1.75 trillion social spending piece, Speaker Nancy Pelosi urged lawmakers to support the infrastructure bill in a vote she would hope to bring later in the day. Pramila Jayapal had led the successful opposition to that plan, speaking for a host of liberals who want deeper assurances that the larger family benefits bill not only passes their muster in terms of policy specifics, but also has enough Senate support to reach Biden's desk quickly. Only then will they back the bipartisan infrastructure bill. At the same time, the progressives rolled back their policy demands and lowered their tactical threshold for winning their votes on the infrastructure, while leading liberals had initially insisted that their votes would hinge on the Senate passage of the much larger benefits package. And according to some lawmakers, President Biden has full support from the Progressive Caucus for his framework. There are 2 more child tax credit advance payments remaining this year, scheduled for November 15th and December 15th. But parents should feel hopeful that the credit will be extended for at least 1 more year after the child tax credit survived the massive concessions that conservative Democrats demanded from President Biden's Build Back Better agenda. Many cuts that took the bill from the $3.5 trillion to the $1.75 trillion over a decade. Plenty of worthwhile programs, free community college, paid family leave, Medicare expansion, did not make the cut. But if a bill that hews to the framework released by the White House yesterday is eventually passed into law, then the child tax credit, the monthly cash benefits to most parents that had lifted millions of children out of poverty, will survive for at least 1 more year. It was first passed as the American Rescue Plan. The enhanced child tax credit is an improvement on the old child tax credit in 3 principal ways. But unfortunately, the White House was only able to secure this improved benefit for another year, which brings us to the current debate over its future. The last aspect, the credit's refundability, is made permanent under the terms of the framework. Unfortunately, instead of the permanent expansion sought by many progressive senators, or the expansion until the year 2025, the framework only extends a credit for 1 more year. In 2022, if the program is extended, the same amount of money will spread over 12 months. So the $350 per child under the age of 6 and $300 per child 6 to 17 years old would become $175 and $150 respectively. But with the expanded child tax credit, the same monthly payments will be cut in half. That is because the American Rescue Plan was passed in March, and the Internal Revenue Service needed time to set up the monthly payments. The payment started in July, which means that only 6 payments will go out this year. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here tonight. I truly appreciate all of you who are watching my videos. The 2 winners of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway are Tim Sinclair and Sherry McClure. Congratulations to both of you. Remember, friends, I will also be giving away more Walmart gift cards next Friday. To enter my giveaway, all you have to do is always click and like my videos. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and comment below the keyword from this video. Thank you so much, friends, and have a very blessed weekend.